Welcome to another episode. I'm here with Carlo of Scottsdale McLaren, and sometimes selling homes in Scottsdale, sometimes the best thing to see is what cars they park in the garage. Carlo, thank you so much for allowing us to be here today and talking about some of the amazing cars here at Scottsdale McLaren. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about the McLaren of Scottsdale.
Sure. McLaren of Scottsdale has been here a little over 2.5 years. I've been with the company about a year and a half right now. A pretty important piece of information, the dealership just changed hands a few weeks ago. CJ Wilson of the Los Angeles Angels just bought the dealership. And so he stocked the dealership up with a bunch of new cars, a lot of pre-owned cars. He loves Porsche, he loves Mercedes, so we've got a lot of new cars, new inventory, I should say.
Yeah, and that's one of the cool benefits about you guys. You guys not only sell the McLarens and some of these pre-owned cars, but you also service a lot of them as well, right?
That's correct. Whatever you have, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Mercedes, Ferrari, Lamborghini, we're able to service those vehicles.
Awesome. And so let's talk a little bit about the McLarens. We're in the McLaren dealership. One of my favorite cars of all time is the McLaren F1. Talk to us about some of these McLarens that we have here. And I know that there's the 570s, the 650s, the 650S, things like that.
Yes. And so McLaren has two series of cars. They call it the Sport Series and then the Super Series. Sports Series is the newest entry. It's called the 570S. Every single McLaren has the same architecture, a 3.8 liter twin turbo V8. The 570 has that same exact architecture, and it produces 562 horsepower, a 0 to 60 of about 3 seconds.
Wow.
When we move up to the Super Series, the older model is a 12C. So that was a model year 12, 13, and 14. They made a 12C. Model year 12 was a coupe only. 13 and 14 is available in the Spider. That car produced 616 horsepower with a 0 to 60 of 2.9 seconds. The next generation of that car is what we just talked about, the 650S. So now they've redesigned the front end, they've redesigned the tail end, they redesigned the air intakes, and upped the horsepower from 616 to 641, still keeping that same 2.9 second 0 to 60 time.
Very nice. We also have some examples here of some of the leather and some of the exterior colors of the car. Just wanted to kind of showcase this to the audience here. So if you have any other further choices, come talk to Carlo here. He'll be more than happy to kind of show you others. I know I saw a red one out there when we kind of started up, but some pretty sleek colors, and actually really like this one right here. That one's pretty cool.
That's that car right behind you,
right behind us here. Yeah, it's got a nice sold sticker on it though.
Yes.
So Carlo, okay, so we have a couple of different series. We have some convertible ones and the coupe ones. Which one's your favorite?
My favorite is the new 570. I really like that car. It's been totally redesigned inside and out. Has the P1 style tail lights. Front end's very aggressive, and bang for the buck, cannot beat that on the market. It's awesome.
And they are relatively new, the style, design, things like that. As far as some of how they compare to some of the other cars, how do you think they kind of stack up?
Well, you have your Super Series car, which would be a 12C or a 650S, would be direct competition to a Ferrari 458. A little different style. A Ferrari 458 would be a naturally aspirated motor, produces horsepower in a different way. The thing that most owners talk about with the McLaren is that they're very, very easy to drive, very smooth, but when you get on that car, it's faster than anything else out there. So the 570 now will compete with, price-wise, Porsche 911, Audi R8, and the cars in that price range. Probably the McLaren would be a little easier to drive, a little more comfortable, but outperform them at the same time.
And McLaren's a British automaker, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and so that's pretty cool because then, you know, you think of all the Italian automakers and Mercedes and German things. This is one that's kind of out there with Aston Martin, things like that, correct?
That's exactly right.
Okay. right, Carlo, thank you so much for having us here today. If someone wanted to reach out with you or schedule a time to come and check out a car, what's the best way they can get a hold of you, and tell us the website as well.
Sure. The website's fairly simple, McLarenScottsdale.com. My email address is carlo@McLarenScottsdale.com. And my direct number is 480-214-7265.
All right. Thank you so much for watching this episode here with Carlo of Scottsdale McLaren. By all means, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to him, or you could reach out to me directly, Joe Iuculano, my website, joeiuculano.com. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.